All right. Hi, over TPA Senior Class. So this Friday, for Words of Affirmation, I decided to do something special. I wanted to write to my family, and I'm not talking about my home family. I mean, they're pretty cool, but I'm referring to my family I have here in this room. You're the reason I enjoy coming to this class so much, and I wanted to thank each and every one of you and build you up in my own way. Alina. Out of all the students in TPA, I've known you the longest. I mean, we've known each other since we were itty-bitty fourth graders. I was so excited when I found out we were in the same program, and I feel like this class has made us even closer. When I was admitted to the hospital last year, it was Alina who stood by my side and walked me to the nurse. It was Alina who hugged me and just let me cry on her shoulder. She's an amazing person, and I admire her selflessness. She's done so much for me as a person, but also for this program as a whole. Alina, you are just amazing, and keep being yourself, because you are absolutely amazing. I can't even put it into words. Brad, you and I didn't know each other too well before having English and TPA together, but I'm glad we did get to know each other. You were absolutely hilarious, and every time I go to class I think, gee, I wonder what Brad and Pierce are going to do today. Not in a bad way either. You're part of the reason my day brightens so much after fourth period. Brad, I think you're a really cool person. I'm so glad you stayed in the program this year. Please don't get kicked out, because TPA won't be the same without you. You're awesome, Brad. Caroline, you and I didn't know each other at all before this program, and I know we still don't converse too much, but I want you to know that I appreciate and admire you so much. The whole reason I walked over to watch the choir perform during lunch last year was to watch you and James, and I couldn't help but smile the whole time. You have a beautiful voice, and you also have a beautiful personality. I love how you're always being yourself no matter what the circumstance. I hope you and I get to know each other more this last year, because I think you're a beautiful person, Caroline, inside and out. Colleen. Oh, Colleen, I can't imagine life without you. You and I have been friends since junior high years, when you had the crazy dyed hair and I was rocking the whole punk rock look on the daily. I've witnessed you grow a lot, and I am so thankful for having you in my life. You brighten up my day every day, and that's not a joke either. When you shared your story last year to Nick and Danny, I think you moved me the most. I've always known you as a strong person, but that proves to me just how strong you really are. You are a beautiful girl, Colleen, and you're one of the strongest people I know. I love you. Don't ever change, because a life without the fun-loving and adorable Colleen I know just wouldn't be as much fun. Emma. Hey, Emma. So we've known each other since freshman year, but I don't think we really bonded until the Clark Apple experience, but that's a different story. Emma, you're such a beautiful and strong person. The two of us have a lot of similarities, and you've helped me so much through my own depression by learning what yours was like. I love sitting by you and Jordan every day in TPA. If it wasn't for this class, I don't think I would have made such an amazing friend. You're hilarious, and I admire you for your strength, more than you know. Forgive me for the joke in advance, everyone. This is an inside joke between Emma and I. But Emma, you've survived more shots than Harambe, and I'm grateful you're still around. I love you, Emma. Jordan. Oh, Jordan, the memories you, Emma, and I have made in this program. You are hilarious, and I think it's awesome how outgoing you are. I think you were the first new person in this program to greet me and make me feel welcome. The two of us have really connected since joining TPA together, and I'd say you were one of my best friends in this class. Spending time with you and Emma at State was one of the best experiences I've had in this program. I love you, Jordan. I'm so glad I got to meet you through this program. Cruzy. You and I don't exactly know each other too well. We didn't meet until we roomed together last year at State. I gotta admit, though, it was a pretty fun experience getting to know you. I thought it was so sweet how you bought Megan those cat panties. Sorry, boys. And I was really moved when you took those pictures of Nick and Danny singing happy birthday to me. I thought that was pretty special, someone I hardly knew doing that for me. Since then, I think the two of us have got along pretty well. Not only do you have a sweet name, but you're a sweet person, too, in both the cool and sappy sense. Caitlin. I'm going to admit right off the bat, I think you and I have interacted maybe once since joining this program, but don't worry, I've still got some things to say. I thought you were really funny the first time I talked to you, not to mention really pretty. Now that you and I share the same English and TPA class, I hope you and I get to know each other better this year. After all, I have a feeling when Mrs. Davis calls Caitlin in class, we're going to be, looking at each other, trying to find out which one she's talking to. I think you're awesome, Caitlin. Don't ever change, and I really hope the two of us can get to know each other this year. Katie. So Katie and I didn't know each other too well before this program. The extent of my knowledge of her was that she has a beautiful voice, and really pretty hair. After only a couple weeks of being in class with you, however, I learned just how beautiful you are as a person. When I was struggling to come out of my comfort zone and do impromptu speaking for state, you were one of the people who stepped in to help me overcome my shyness. Your smile really brightens the room, and I admire how kind you are to others. Keep doing you, Katie, because I think you're amazing just the way you are. By the way, you should totally release an album because I would definitely buy it. Kenzie, just thinking about you puts a smile on my face. You've always been such a caring person, even in junior high. I've looked up to you since that time. When we were in Baby Guard, you were the first one I actually befriended. Unfortunately, we don't have a bunch of classes together anymore, so we have drifted apart. I know you always have my back, though, and I want you to know that I always have yours. Kenzie, you are so beautiful and compassionate. I love seeing you comfort the others in here while they cry, and when you hugged me after I returned from the hospital, I could tell how much you really cared about my situation. That's awesome, especially given that the two of us hadn't talked in quite a bit. The fact that you were thinking about me meant so much. Kenzie, you are such a beautiful, inspirational, and kind person, and I love you so much. Thank you for what you do for me and the rest of our TPA family. Michaela. Okay, so let me start off by saying you are gorgeous. Literally every day I look over in class and I want to say, you look really pretty today. Unfortunately, I'm shy, but just so you know, I'm definitely thinking it. Like, seriously, stop being so perfect with the hair and the eyes and everything. No, I'm just kidding. I got to spend some time with you last year when the two of us camped out in Mama N's room because we didn't have exams. You were really open with me and I really enjoyed spending time with you. You had me dying laughing more than once, and it was quite the party when more people came in that didn't have any exams that day. It actually makes me a little sad that the two of us don't have any classes together outside of TPA because you are seriously amazing. I hope the two of us get to talk more this year and become closer. Morgan. My first impression of Morgan was, oh, so this is the boy who is number 1 on my mathematics. I did not have any idea who you were before that. I'm actually pretty happy that I got to meet the guy behind the name, though. Now I can see why you were on there. You're a really cool guy, and even though I personally don't hear you speak much, I hear people talking about how cool and funny you are all the time. I've even experienced some of that myself. I'm gonna have to wrap this up Mama N style. Sorry for the horrible joke in advance. I spy with my little eye Morgan von Valkenburg being a pretty awesome guy. Nope, I'm not sorry. It was corny, but I'm not sorry. Mowit. Morgan, the only other wind player in this class beside myself. You and I met through band, and I think we've become pretty good friends as we've gone through these last 4 years. After all, we marching band kids have to stick together to make it through those tiring rehearsals and bus rides. You're so funny and super sweet. I still remember the video I have on my phone of you singing Party in the USA on the bus ride to state. There's probably a reason you and I are in the band and not choir. Just messing with you. Anyways, Morgan, I want you to know that you're a beautiful girl inside and out, and I'm really glad I got to meet you. Did I mention that you rocked that clarinet? Olivia. When I found out you were in this program too, I was really excited. The only class we had ever had together before was freshman year in Spanish, and I think we sat close together. I remember playing iCaramba and helping you sometimes on assignments. Fun times those were. Anyway, I know you and I don't know each other particularly well. We haven't really talked too much since we were in Mrs. Eulich's together, but I think you were stunning. I'll be going through my social media, and I'll see a picture of you that's just absolutely gorgeous. Like, seriously, do bad pictures of you exist? I don't think they do. Because, unlike me, you're pretty off camera, too. You're not just beautiful on the outside, though. You're also an amazing person on the inside. I hope I get to work with you at Father-Daughter Dance again this year, because that was really fun. Pierce. Oh, Pierce. You and Brad crack me up every day. I consider you both the annoying little brothers of the TPA program, but you're actually one brother that doesn't annoy the crap out of me, unlike my real ones. You make my day with your jokes and dorky personality, for lack of a better term. You make my days so much better after 4th period, and I don't think anyone in this room has made me laugh so hard. I really admire your outgoing personality, and I look up to it. You and I are pretty much opposites on the social scale, and I wish I was outgoing like you all the time. Thanks for making my TPA experience so much fun. Side note, you're a pretty good rapper. I was impressed on the way to state. Rachel, another one of the Baby Guard alumni. You and I have known each other since elementary school, but like we never really had classes together. I remember talking to you and Ashley on the playground sometimes, though, back when you were rocking the blonde curls. I think you're absolutely hilarious, and you really know how to make car rides more fun. I've never rocked out that hard in a car before. I'm glad the two of us have gotten closer through this program. I mean, I never would have imagined myself going to Kings Island with you years ago without it being awkward. But it was really fun getting to know you better through that experience. Rachel, you're gorgeous and a really great friend. Yes, you were gorgeous even back in elementary school. You can stop saying otherwise because I'm not buying it. You were absolutely amazing, Rachel, and I love you so much. All right. Taylor, on to our TPA president. Okay, I know I've used the word hilarious at least 20 times to describe people, but it definitely needs to be said about you. You are so freaking funny. Every time we talk, you make me laugh, and maybe you don't mean to. I just think it's hilarious how witty you are. You're such a sweet individual, and I think you definitely deserve the spot as president of this program. I don't know how you do it. I'm amazed by how intelligent and collected you are. Seriously, I think you're going places. You should seriously vote Taylor 2016. We don't need Trump or Hillary. This isn't about politics, though. Taylor, you are a beautiful person, and I think everyone in TPA can agree that you are such a great role model. You're going to be a great teacher, and I think you're going to make a huge difference in your students. Trey Route. Yes, you get your first name and last name. You, of all people, are probably the one I've developed the biggest relationship with. I had no clue who you were prior to TPA, and it took a while for us to start talking. You and I were both the shy type coming in. However, you and I have been growing together. You are a huge inspiration to me, Trey. I want you to know how amazed I am by your strength. Every day you impress me with how kind and patient you are with all of us. Sometimes I think you're the only one with a level head in this class. When I saw you cry last year when you explained your struggle with dyslexia, I was in tears hearing your story. It really touched me. I want you to know that your disability does not define you in the slightest. No matter what you may think, you are seriously one of the smartest people I know. You are such an amazing friend to me, Trey, and I couldn't thank you enough for that. I love you so much, to the bottom of my heart, which I'm pretty sure is 4 inches down. Tori. Alright, Tori, I'm calling you out. You are amazing. I haven't heard you talk until this class, and let me just say, girl, where have you been? I am so impressed by how much you've grown in this class. Spending time with you at State, I would have never guessed you were the same Tori I met freshman year. You're a beautiful individual, and nothing is more enlightening than seeing you smile. You're a great friend to so many people, and deep down, I know you're just as crazy as the rest of us. I've seen it. I mean, that in the best way, of course. You're amazing, Tori. Don't let anyone say otherwise, and don't ever be afraid to just be yourself, because I happen to love you just the way you are. Last but not least, there's one person in the class I couldn't miss, and it's not a student. It's our mom. Mama N, you've been such a huge inspiration to me. When I think of a teacher, you're the first person I think of. You were the first teacher to make me feel like I was really welcome in a classroom. I don't like school that much, but I'd stay here forever if it meant being able to have this class with you. Mama N, you are such a beautiful and strong person. I mean that with every ounce of me. Your story is one of the most inspiring I've heard. I'm so thankful to have you in my life. Never have I met a woman who cares so much about other people and loves them unconditionally. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I can never thank you enough for being there through my ups and downs, for being my shoulder to cry on and the hug I need when I'm having a rough day. I love you, Mama N. Thank you so much for all you've done for me and for us. I'm never going to forget having you as a teacher, because when I think of what a teacher truly is, I see you. I've been inspired by you since my first day, and I can honestly say that I want to be a teacher like Mama N. You are such a role model to us all, Mom. We love you. That almost made me cry. I love you guys so much. That's my words of affirmation. Keep being awesome, and I'm really excited to go through this last year with you guys. Love you so much.